hey, we have a little while till we got to start getting ready for our next flight. So they're going to show you some stuff in the airplane. Control surfaces. So the flaps, slats, speed brakes, horse spoilers. Let's talk about those. So let's get into it now. All right, for those that are not aware, the flaps. This is the flap lever on the Airbus. This allows us to slow down and maintain lift. So you got to have flaps for landing so you can get at a slow airspeed. On the Airbus, we have four different levels, which would be zero, which would be completely up, one, two, three, and full. We usually land in full flaps. Sometimes we land in flaps three. So the main thing they're doing is they're providing extra lift. They're providing lift that allows us to fly at a slower airspeed without stalling. Um, it changes the wing surface. It allows more lift to be created at a slower airspeed. So if you're sitting over the wing or by the wing, you'll see the flaps going out. You'll see that they kind of go out and down, and that creates a whole new um, lift surface, or it increases the lift surface of the wing, allowing the plane to go at a much slower airspeed without stalling. And stalling is nothing you want. Stalling basically means the plane stops flying in the air. And if there's ever an emergency, like when the flaps aren't able to go out, a very rare emergency, but in an emergency like that, we would have to increase our airspeed because we don't have that extra lift. So that the landing speed would have to be a lot higher than normal. But normally we go flaps full. In this airplane, that landing speed, depending on the weight, is going to be between the high 130 knots up to the maybe 150 knots, which is about 145 to 160 miles per hour converted. But there you go. And when you're talking about the speed brakes, it's basically these little surfaces on the top of the wing, and it allows us to slow down. So a lot of times you might hear when we're descending, we put those speed brakes out, you'll see the little surfaces come up on the wing, on top of the wing, and it creates disruption of the airflow. That disruption of the airflow slows down the airplane. So we're going to use that when we're descending and we need to not increase our airspeed, but we still want to descend at the same speed we're going. So we use those on a descent or when we need to slow down quickly. Um, but yeah, that's about it. The flaps, slats. Oh, and the slats. The slats are kind of like the flaps, but they're on the front side of the wing, and they pretty much do the same type of thing, increase the lift, but they're on the front side. So you'll see they go out on the front. The flaps go out on the back. There you go.